Every morning, Mr. Lee wakes up before sunrise, not because he has somewhere to go, but because his body no longer lets him sleep in. Mr. Lee sits on the edge of his bed, slowly tying his shoes. His apartment is small, quiet. A calendar hangs on the wall, days crossed off one by one. He is 72 years old. He has lived through poverty, reform, growth, and change. Now he is growing old in a country that is changing faster than ever. Mr. Lee worked in a factory for more than 30 years. He believed that if he worked hard, retirement would be peaceful. But retirement didn't bring comfort. It brought uncertainty. His monthly pension is just enough for food, utilities, and medicine. There is little left for emergencies. Sometimes he collects cardboard in the mornings, not because he wants to, but because it helps. He never imagined working again at this age. Medicine costs more every year. Hospital visits are frequent. Prices rise, but pensions do not rise as quickly. Mr. Lee hears on the news that the retirement age may increase. He laughs quietly. "I'm already tired," he says. "How much longer can a body last?" At the hospital, everything requires a smartphone. Appointments, payments, test results, all on a screen he doesn't fully understand. Sometimes he asks strangers for help. He worries not about being sick, but about being a burden. His son works in another city. They talk once a week, always short calls. "I'm busy." "I'm fine." After hanging up, the apartment becomes silent again. Mr. Lee eats dinner alone. He eats slowly, not because the food is hot, but because no one is waiting. Mr. Lee's hometown village is nearly empty now. Young people left long ago. The elderly stayed behind. He wonders, who will take care of them when they fall? Who will notice if they don't wake up one morning? Every day his phone rings. Investment opportunities, health supplements, miracle cures. He hangs up quickly. He's careful, but many elderly people are not so lucky. There are changes. Community centers, elder care programs, new ideas, new promises. Mr. Lee sometimes joins morning exercises in the park. For a moment, he feels young again. Mr. Lee does not complain. He says he lived through worse times, but he wonders, in a country moving so fast, is there still space to grow old slowly? China's elderly are not asking for luxury, only dignity, only security, only to not be forgotten. He also does not ask for much. He says his generation learned to endure, but as the city grows taller around him, he wonders, when everything moves forward, who walks with those who move slower? Growing old is not a problem. Being invisible is. Aging is not new, but aging at this scale and at this speed is. China's population is growing older faster than most societies in history. Economic growth, urban migration, and technological change have reshaped daily life in just a few decades. The challenge is no longer whether people can live longer. It is whether systems can keep pace with longer lives. Retirement, healthcare, transportation, and digital services were designed for a younger society. As that balance shifts, gaps begin to appear, quietly, unevenly. For many older adults, stability depends on fixed incomes in a changing economy. Healthcare is more advanced than ever, yet access often requires skills they were never expected to master. Families are smaller, distances are greater, support networks are thinner. At the same time, responses are emerging. Community-based elder care, public discussions on retirement policy, experiments in making cities more age-friendly. These efforts matter, but they must grow faster. An aging society is not a crisis by default. It becomes one only when people are excluded from participation, visibility, and care.
The measure of progress is not only how fast a country moves, but whether it carries everyone forward. Growing old should not mean fading out, because dignity is not a benefit, security is not a privilege, and being seen should never depend on age.